Hi, my name is Jenny Lauren Dowden for Conduit News, and today we have Republican primary candidate Jim Wilson joining us. He is a Justice of the Peace for Washington County. He's also in the Republican runoff race for House District 23. Hi, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's wonderful that you are in the runoff race for this House district. Early voting is underway. The election day is just a few days away. Tell us how it's going.
Well, we're doing our marketing, getting some flyers out, trying to make people aware of this runoff. Of course, runoffs tend to have a lower turnout because we have all the high profile races going on at the same time, but we're trying to let people know about it. Been to several different things to discuss it. There was a debate that I was at least on Monday night, and my opponent wasn't there, but I was.
Yeah, and let's talk about that. I think a lot of people were disappointed. They wanted to hear a debate between candidates, especially heading into the runoff on Tuesday. As you mentioned, your opponent, Kendra Moore, she was not there. Talk to us about the distinctions between you two. Voters will have a chance to choose just between you and Kendra Moore. Talk to us about what voters should look for.
Okay. Well, one of the policy differences between myself and my opponent is that in August of 2021, she voted for a mask mandate for the Lincoln school children. In fact, she was the person that seconded the motion to enforce a mask mandate, which is even a little bit higher than just voting for it. Yeah. So I disagree with that. I would not have supported the mask mandate. I haven't believed that masks really are that helpful. People have continued to get COVID in spite of masks and in spite of vaccines. And so I didn't feel like that was the thing to do, and I would not have voted for it. In addition to that, my experiences are good, I believe. I am, as you said, a Justice of the Peace here in Washington County. I serve on the Finance and Budget Committee, and I am also the Vice Chairman of the County Services Committee. Back a few years, I was the Director of Boards and Commissions for Governor Mike Huckabee when he went into office in Little Rock, and served for him for about 3 years, dealing with boards and commissions appointments all across the state. And as such, I had to deal with the legislators concerning those appointments. After that, I was the Chief of Staff for Dr. Faye Bozeman at the Arkansas Department of Health. And in doing that, I had to work with the legislature concerning agency priorities. So I think those are some significant experiences that my opponent can't claim. In addition to that, I've been working for over 30 years for conservative values, and that included holding some Republican Party offices over different years, and recruiting candidates, supporting candidates, trying to find people to run who were conservative for the various offices as we made the transition from Democrat to Republican control in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, I think as you mentioned, the experience is there. Early voting is underway. That will end Monday, and then election day for these runoff races is Tuesday. People, you mentioned already that turnout for runoff races are typically low. What do voters specifically in your district, District 23, need to know?
Well, every vote is so important. When you have in the primary, we only had 21 to 22% who voted. And so now expectation might be something in this race, there were about 3,600 votes, and it might be as low as 1,000. So every single vote is so important. So if you want to elect a conservative and you want to see that legacy continued, be sure to take your family and friends to the polls in the next few days to elect Jim Wilson.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us on Conduit. Anything that you would like to add before you go?
I think we've covered it. Thanks for having me.
Good luck in your race, of course. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye now.